Let's talk about learning. We all do it. School, books, lectures. But what if the real secret to getting smarter isn't about cramming more facts? Studies show that when students teach what they've learned to peers, they retain up to 90% of the information. Compare that to just listening to a lecture, where you might remember only 5%. The real magic happens when you share what you know. Why? Because learning isn't just about facts. It's about context, connection, and seeing ideas in action. When a friend tells you how they used what you're learning, it comes alive. Suddenly, it's not just information, it's a story with color and drama. This flips the old model of education on its head. We're not just empty vessels waiting for a teacher to fill us up. We're all geniuses in our own way, with stories and perspectives worth sharing. Your struggles and aha moments are lessons for others. And by sharing, you help others and make yourself smarter too. It's the ultimate win-win. So, next time you want to learn something, don't just read about it, talk about it. Share your story. That's how you really get smarter. So, talking to your friends can make you smarter. But it's not just gossip. Enter the peer story exchange, a simple, intentional way to share personal experiences around a topic. Think of it like this. A textbook gives you the recipe, but a friend's story tells you what really happens in the kitchen. Here's how it works. Gather a small group. Pick a topic. Anything from surviving group projects to keeping a plant alive. Each person shares a short, real story about that topic. No lectures, no slides, just honest experiences. The key? While one person talks, everyone else listens. No interruptions, no judgments. This creates a safe space for honesty and vulnerability. The best stories and the best lessons often come from mistakes and struggles. It's about sharing the journey, not just the highlight reel. You learn from each other's real-life experiences, not just theory, and you walk away with practical tips you'd never find in a manual. That's the power of a peer story exchange. It's organized, purposeful conversation. It's learning, but way more fun. So, next time you want to learn something new, try swapping stories. You'll be surprised what you pick up, and you might just help someone else too. Let's take this into the classroom. Imagine learning about a complicated war. The textbook gives you dates and names, but it feels distant. Now, imagine your classmate shares a story about her great-grandfather, a soldier in that war, and reads a letter he wrote home. Suddenly, history has a face and emotion. Another student shares how his family fled as refugees. Now, you see history from multiple perspectives. These stories make the lesson real and unforgettable. You're not just memorizing facts, you're building empathy and understanding. Peer stories turn students into active participants, historians, researchers, storytellers. When you share, you process what you've learned on a deeper level. You become the teacher. And teaching is the best way to learn. This is the power of peer stories in education. It transforms passive learning into something alive. You'll remember these stories long after the test is over. So don't just study, share, make learning personal. That's how it sticks. Now let's move to the workplace. Most training is just like school, slides, coffee, and trying not to fall asleep. But the real learning? It happens at the water cooler, in the break room, over lunch. That's when you hear the real stories, like how Susan handled a tough client with a trick not in the manual. These stories are gold, practical, real-world lessons. What if companies made this sharing intentional? Imagine a weekly My Favorite Bug session for developers, where they share their toughest problems and how they solve them. This builds new skills, and something even more important, trust. It normalizes mistakes and turns them into learning opportunities. When people feel safe to share struggles, teams get stronger and more innovative. Peer story exchanges turn individual knowledge into collective wisdom. They build a culture where everyone learns from each other. It's not just about getting the job done, it's about growing together. So, next time you're at work, listen for the stories. Or, better yet, start sharing your own. That's where the real learning happens. Sharing stories is powerful, but listening is just as important. In a story exchange, listening isn't passive, it's active. Put your phone away, give the speaker your full attention. Listen to their words, their tone, their body language. You're not just hearing a story, you're stepping into someone else's world. This is the foundation of empathy. Empathy is a superpower. It helps us connect, understand, and build bridges. Deep listening also helps you learn better. When you're not planning your response, you actually absorb what's being said. You find new perspectives and insights. So, next time you're in a conversation, try being the best listener in the room. You'll be amazed at what you learn. And you'll make the storyteller feel truly heard. Listening isn't just polite, it's transformative. Give it a try. You've shared your story, you've listened to others. Now what? There's one more step: reflection. Take a few minutes of silence after the stories. Think about what you heard, what surprised you, what stuck with you. This is when the real learning happens. You can also do a quick group reflection. Everyone shares one key takeaway. You'll notice everyone learns something different from the same stories. Saying your takeaway out loud makes it real. It's a commitment to growth. Reflection turns good conversations into life-changing experiences. Don't skip it. It's the cool down after a great workout. It cements the lessons in your mind. So, after your next story exchange, pause and reflect. That's how you turn stories into wisdom, and wisdom into action. Ready to try a peer story exchange? Here's how to start. First, find your crew. 3 to 5 people is perfect. Friends, classmates, co-workers, anyone willing to share. Send a simple invite. Want to try a peer story exchange? 30 minutes, low pressure. Second, pick a focused topic, not just life. Try a time I failed and what I learned, or my best productivity hack. Third, set ground rules. One person talks at a time. What's shared stays in the group, and every story is valid. Decide on a time limit. 5 minutes per story works well. Then, just begin. No fancy setup needed. Just honest stories and real listening. Keep it simple, keep it safe, and keep it fun. You'll be surprised how much you learn and how much closer you feel to your group. Try it once, you'll want to do it again. Story swapping is easy, powerful, and free. So, what are you waiting for? Start your first exchange this week. See what happens. You might just unlock your inner genius. Maybe you're thinking, I'm not interesting. I have no stories. Not true. Everyone has stories. Your life is full of small moments. Solving a problem, helping a friend, fixing the Wi-Fi before a big meeting. A story doesn't have to be epic. It just needs a character, you, a conflict, and a resolution. The power is in the details. What you thought, felt, and learned. Even the story of organizing your kitchen is a lesson in project management. Comforting a friend? That's emotional intelligence. The more relatable your story, the more others will connect and learn. Don't worry about being interesting. Just be honest. Share real experiences, no matter how small. Your simple story could be someone else's aha moment. So, banish the thought that you have nothing to share. You do. Give yourself permission to see your stories and share them. So, that's the peer story exchange. It's simple, human, and powerful. It's about learning from each other's journeys. The people around you aren't competition. They're your greatest resource. All you have to do is ask and listen. This method can make you smarter, more empathetic, and more connected. It can transform classrooms, offices, and friendships. The only requirement? A willingness to share and listen. The world is full of information, but wisdom comes from experience and from each other. Peer Story Exchange is a shortcut to wisdom. You can learn in 30 minutes what took someone else years to figure out. So here's your invitation. Don't just watch, try it. This week, send a text, find a few people, pick a topic, and swap stories. See what happens. You have nothing to lose and a world of wisdom to gain. Unlock the genius next to you. And if you want more ideas for a smarter, more connected life, hit subscribe. Now go be a genius.